Good morning, everyone. Thanks for making it on time. We are going to jump in here. Please make sure you're taking attendance. Did anyone get some coffee this morning? Do we drink coffee yet? I didn't drink coffee in high school. Thought it tasted terrible. Something happens when you become old. You're like, I need coffee. Kayla got some coffee? Was it good? Iced black coffee. No, Kayla, it wasn't good. That's so sad. Iced black coffee is the best. I really enjoy it. However, I recently got an espresso. You guys know what those are? They're like little machines that make coffee, like a Keurig. Oh, Kayla, you didn't get any. Bummer. And it makes coffee. And it has like a little frother thing. It's very fancy. I got it as a gift. But it was very exciting. Kimbo, do you have a little friend with you? Hello, little friend. Hi. Okay, team, we are going to jump in here. We're pretty close to full, so please make sure you take an attendance. Happy, guys, this coffee is going to kick in, I promise. Happy National Pawpaw Day. Has anyone had a pawpaw? It is a fruit. It is this fruit that you see pictured here. Has anyone had the pawpaw before? It is the largest edible fruit that is native to the United States, which means like it comes from the US. If you find it in other countries, it came from here first, apparently. In the past, Native American diets had a lot of pawpaw in them, a little bit less so now, but in the past, which is pretty cool. It's sometimes called the Kentucky banana because it kind of looks like a fat banana. I don't know. That's like a weird, it has another name, but I felt like it was a little inappropriate, so I didn't share it. Kentucky banana. It is technically banana and mango flavored, but I don't think anyone has like called, everyone who had tried it in my earlier classes said that it was not mango or banana flavored. It is actually not a papaya, right? So it's actually a different fruit from a papaya. Papayas are not native to the United States, I don't believe. So this is like some version of it. Whoa, crazy, I know. Also, papayas smell terrible. I know some people really love them. My boyfriend loves papayas. He likes to bring them to my house, and I'm like, no, get that out of here. Eat your trash fruit outside. But he's trying to convince me, so I'm coming around to it. Miriam, it's not on Canvas. Guys, was anyone able to find assignment 9 today? Did I not publish it? Thank you. Please hold. Sorry. Thank you for letting me know, Miriam. Oh, I also hardcore called it Thursday template copy. It's not called assignment 9. Why? Please hold. Really? Well, this is annoying. My apologies. Give me 1 second, guys, to link this stuff for you. Assignment 9. Did you guys get the notes in your email at least? I can't see your faces. Are you nodding? Did you guys get the notes in your email? No? No? Okay, hold on. Something must have happened with my email last night. Give me 1 second. Thank you for letting me know. This is what happens when you work way too late at night, guys. Don't recommend. All right, so here are the notes. I'm gonna put them directly in the chat for you. And then I'll update Canvas as well, so you have them. So that is the notes. And then the assignment is still loading. Give me a hot second. Moving. You know what happened? I bet my Wi-Fi went out last night for a second, and I bet it was when I was updating this and it didn't save, which is quite unfortunate. And then This is the assignment. Thank you for letting me know, Miriam and others. My apologies to everyone. Let me just make sure this goes in. Okay. Are we now able to see, we have the notes in front of us. We see like the things that we're gonna do today. And then also we see the assignment. Yes? Not yet. Were you able to load it? I see a few people are on the assignment themselves. I'm seeing published on my end. So try refreshing if you are on Canvas. I think that should be good to go. And then the notes should be loading on your end. Yeah, that's looking good, I think. I'm seeing some of you guys on the notes, so I think it went through. Cool. Okay, so it is National Papa Day. Papa also, I learned is rumored to be George Washington's favorite fruit. He's a true American, I guess. He likes American fruit. What is your favorite fruit? My favorite fruit is raspberries. I love raspberries. Blow it up in the chat. What's your favorite fruit? I would love to hear that as we talk about college reps that are coming to us. College reps that are coming to us. Banana, watermelon, yum. Banana, watermelon. Wow, it's a banana watermelon day. Blueberries, mangoes. We can make an excellent smoothie with these fruits. Kiwi, strawberries, oranges. Fun fact, Miss Mac's first job was at Jamba Juice, so I really love smoothies. Delicious. Oranges, blueberries, watermelon. Oh, green apples, yes. Highly underrated fruit, I agree. For sure. Okay, we're gonna talk about some college reps and jump in here. Your college reps that are coming this week, SoCa University is coming today. We talked about it on Tuesday. SoCa is coming today, this afternoon. They are a small school in California, not in LA. Chapman University is also a small school here in California. Chapman is super awesome according to my advisory. And one of my advisees is like one of my old advisees who's graduated, goes to Chapman, and she thinks it's the best school ever. So you can check out Chapman. And then University of Redlands, also a great school. They're coming on Tuesday. So just a reminder, it's going to be a part of your PT to do some college research. If you go to a college rep visit, that will count. So we will jump in there. The second thing I want to talk about is my favorite no. So talking about the checkpoint that we did. This is the Google form that you did at the end of the assignment on Tuesday. The average was 3.38, so pretty strong. Most people got 4s. The median was 3.5, so somewhere in between 3 and 4. I wanted to talk about one question. This is the most missed question. About 11 of us got some part of it wrong, right? So it was this question here, which asked which of the following are one-to-one functions. So in order to be a one-to-one, it has to pass the vertical line test and the horizontal line test. So the reason that this is a no is because it passes the horizontal line, but when it goes this way, if I drew a line this way, it would show that it touches in 2 places. Let me see if I can demonstrate this actually in a better way. So here is my horizontal line. If I put it right here, it crosses in 3 different places. So that's a hard no. This is not a one-to-one function. This was the most commonly missed one. It does not pass the horizontal line test. So because it touches here and here, so this is a no. It passes the vertical line test. So I was to turn this line vertically. It does pass the vertical line test, right? You can move this line all the way across here and it will never touch twice. So it is a function, but it is not one-to-one. Similarly, this is true. It does not pass the vertical line test. It touches in 2 separate places. So that is not allowed. And then for this one, passes the vertical line test, but if you turn this line horizontally, it will not pass because it will touch in two separate places. Okay, so in order to be one-to-one, it has to be able to pass both. That was why these two here were the only two that were one-to-one. You needed to press both of them because they passed the vertical line test as well as the horizontal line test, just like this. I know some people, my guess is that some people did not select this one because they felt like this was going to go down, down, down forever. What we need to know about this graph, the reciprocal graph, is that it has asymptote at the x-axis, right? So it comes down, like it's coming down like this and it's flattening out. It's coming up like this and it's flattening out, but it's never crossing each other because they're flattening, getting super close. Diana, is that the attendance? I don't know what that is, but sounds good. Cool. Yes, thank you, Diana. Cool. So just wanted to go over that question. As a aside for the checkpoints, they are helping just me see like how you guys are doing on an overall scale. In general, very well. You are welcome to take them again if you like do it one time and you're like, wait, hold up, I think I messed up, and you want to take it again, you totally can. It's no big deal. If you take it at all, you will get a passing score on that section. It's more so we can see like where are you at in terms of just this idea. Okay. Happy to see no one got 0 or 1 correct, so that is great. Cool. Okay, we're done with college rep visits. We're done with my favorite no. We're going to jump into the notes now, and then we'll talk assignment 9. Today, we are reviewing linear functions. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing this one. If you are writing on paper and pencil, let me or jump into that. I'm going to reset this while I take off my sweatshirt. Please hold, sorry. All right, resetting, screen share, iPad. Let's do this. You guys like the half on, half off look? Should I rock this today? Layla likes it. I'm gonna go with it. Nah, it's too hot. It's too hot. Okay. Can y'all see the papas? Yes? Yeah, Kimberly can? Cool. Can you now see the notes? Yes, I can see. It's funny. I move it on my screen and I can see it on my screen, and then I can watch on your faces. It's still scrolling, so I can see the lag in the screen. So sorry about the lag. I'm gonna go ahead and move this over and move you here. Cool. Okay. Today we are going to review linear functions. And I want to review linear functions just because we are going to work on piecewise functions, and it's going to be challenging to do that if we don't know like all the different ways that linear functions can be written. So part of this will feel like a review. That's awesome. If some of it feels a little new, that's okay too. We're going to graph them in 3 forms, and then the last one is going to be absolute value. So we will remember our absolute value as well. So slope intercept form, y equals mx plus b, our best friends. Love y equals mx plus b, super duper easy. Y equals mx plus b. That means 4 is going to be our slope, and -9 is our y-intercept. I recognize that not everyone has fancy graphs, and since you weren't able to print it out last night because I totally messed up, your graph should probably just look like a sketch today, right? So don't worry about having fancy graphs. I'm not gonna be looking for anything fancy. So for your y-intercept, I'm gonna start at -9, starting here, and then my slope is 4, so be 4 over 1, up 4 over 1, right? So -9 is where I'm gonna start. From that point, I'm going to count up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and over 1. Always moving in the forward direction to the right, continuing the pattern, up 4 over 1, like so. I run off the graph. I'm going to go ahead and put a nice easy line straight through those points. draw an arrow at the beginning and at the end in both directions. I want it to go all the way off the graph. So slope-intercept form is called slope-intercept form because it tells you the slope and the intercept, right? Tells you the slope, tells you the intercept, rocking it out. No big deal. Cool. Can I see some head nods if you're like, this is good, that's baby stuff, miss? Some people have baby stuff. Cool, thank you. Some people have this size, like very small head nods, and some people are like, have big head nods. Appreciate all of your head nods. All right, then we have standard form. Have we seen standard form before? This type of form, where it's in AX a little bit, yeah? Okay, so we know standard form. Personally, so there are two ways. I'm going to quickly show you both of them. The first one is that you could just solve for y, right? Just get y by itself and put it in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to subtract 2x on both sides. You get 3y equals negative 2x plus 12. Dividing by 3, you would get y equals negative 2/3 x plus 4. Easy peasy. Right? The other way that you can do it is you can graph it by using the intercepts. And the way that you do that is you basically like cover up x and then cover up y. So if you cover up x, right, so x is 0, then you have 3y equals 12. That means that y equals 4 when x equals 0. Right, so your intercept would be, this would be your y-intercept. And then if you want to find your x-intercept, you cover up y, you basically make y 0. And then you say, okay, 2x equals 12, so that must be a 6. So 6 comma 0, this would be your x-intercept. So two ways to graph this. The first one would be like, okay, I'm going to put a positive 4 here, and then I'm going to go down 2 over 3, down 2 over 3, down 2 over 3, same like this. Go ahead and draw that line straight through there. The other way that you can do this, if you were using the intercepts, the way that I was just showing you, is you would graph 0, 4. You would say, okay, 0, 4 is right here, and 6, 0 is right here, and then you would draw a straight line through those 2 points. Just like that. So you can do it either way. One is like, this is graphing by intercepts. And then the other is solving for slope-intercept form, or y equals mx plus b. I know I'm talking fast. How are we doing on speed? Too fast? Too slow? Doing okay? Saw a couple thumbs up. Okay. Cool. All right. The last format of linear functions, there are 3 formats, right? Slope-intercept, which we talked about, standard form, which is that one where like the x's and y's are on one side. Then this last format is called point slope form, right? Point slope. It's called point slope because you guessed it, it's going to give you a point and the slope, right? The slope is in the same place. It's this right here. This is your slope, right? So your slope is in the exact same place. And then the point is going to be the opposite of the numbers that you see. So when you see x plus 4, the x coordinate is going to be the opposite, negative 4. And then when you see y minus 2, the y coordinate is going to be positive 2. Positive 2. So what I do is I start at that point rather than starting at the y-intercept, like when in slope-intercept form, rather than starting on the y-axis, I'm going to start at this point here. So I'm going to go to -4, comma +2. I'm going to start at this point. And then from that point, so not from anywhere else, but from that point, I'm going to follow the same slope. Follow the same slope. So 2/3. So up 2/3, up 2/3, up 2/3, 2/3, like so. So we can have this line that goes straight through here, just like that. Right. So the first one is to start at the point, and we're going to use that slope. Does this one feel like a review? Like, yes, this is a review, or no, I've never seen this before? Give me a thumbs up if you have seen this before. Thumbs down if you've never seen it before. Anybody? Never seen it before? No one's giving me any thumbs up or thumbs down. Okay. Okay, Araceli. Thank you. Thank you, Galilee. All right. Halfway thumbs up. Like we've sort of heard the words before, but maybe not. Got it. Okay. Devin, I think that was a thumbs up. Cool. Okay. So the third one's new. Okay, cool. Thank you for letting me know. So slope intercept form, you like hardcore have done this 1,000,000 times. Standard form is probably something you've learned a few times, but like, it's kind of stupid. So we don't love it, right? I say that with all mathematician respect. And then point slope is like a little new, probably. Maybe you've heard of it. Maybe you've done 1 or 2 lessons on it. It's generally ignored. It's probably the most, I won't say it's useless. It is like in transformed form. You'll see it. It will come up from time to time. It's not super important. I would say like number one, the reason why you learn this 1,000,000 times is because it's the most important one, like the most commonly used. Okay. I do want to talk about graphing absolute value. Does anyone remember the shape of the graph for absolute value? Like, what does it look like? Yes, like this. I'm seeing some people like this. A V in the chat. Yes, this graph looks like a V. If it is positive, the V is facing up. If it's negative, the V is facing down. So since I see this right here, this is facing down. So it's going to look like this. I'll give you a second to write down that equation if you need to. So since it's a negative, it's facing down. For the place where the center is, right, the point where it starts is going to be the opposite of this, and it's going to be the same as this. So different from when the y, in point slope form, we had to switch the x and the y, right? When we are with absolute value, since this 4 is over on that side, right? It's not switched. If you can imagine this 4 actually being over here, it would be like y minus 4, which would be a flipped version. But since it's already over on the right side of the equation, it is already flipped. So we don't want to change it. So the y-intercept is going to be 4, and the x-intercept is going to, I'm sorry, the x-coordinate is going to be -3. So the point where we start is at -3, comma 4, positive 4. Cool. Okay, so I know it's going to be facing down. I know that it is starting at -3, 4. So I'm going to go to -3, 4 on my graph. And then it's down like this. So I'm going to go down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. I'm going to make that V shape all the way through my graph. Okay. So still has arrows. Okay, one thing to notice though, there is not an equal sign here. Did you guys notice this? There is y is greater than, right? Y is greater than. So since it is not greater than or equal to, what do we have to do to the line? It can't be a solid line. What kind of line would it have to be? Yeah, we have to think about dash or solid line, right? So since it is not there, we need the dashed line, right? So instead of drawing this line like this, I'm actually going to draw it like this, dash. Right, so this is a dashed line. And since it is y is greater than, right, y is greater than, I'm going to shade from the line, I'm going to shade up. Right, so from the line, I'm going to shade up like this. Okay. So that is how we're going to graph absolute value and an inequality. That one was much more challenging. We're in combining all of the things. Any questions so far? Okay. If you have any questions, feel free to keep typing them. I want to highlight our assignment today. Our assignment today is actually 2 IXL. There's no like handwritten part. Because we're graphing, I don't really want us like trying to graph like all these things and like having to draw all the little axes and like do all that. So I'm gonna have us use IXL. Way back in August, I sent you an email with your IXL password. So if you search up IXL password in your email, you will probably find it. If you don't find it, that is totally fine. I have all of them there, and I can pull it up. It is probably exactly the same as it was last year and the year before and the year before. So you can also look at it there, but I can give it to you if you need it. So this one, the first one here is going to be just linear lines. And then the second one will be absolute value and linear. So it'll be like more inequalities. Your third section is just like I think it's 5 questions, 5 multiple choice questions for your checkpoint, just so I can get a good view of where you're at, and then you will be done for the day. One thing to highlight, the score that you need for the first one is 90. The first one is 90. The score that you need for the second one is only 75. Anything after that will be extra credit, right? So 75 only. Anything after that will be extra credit. So don't go too far, don't spend too long. If you spend more than 1 hour, like more than 1 hour, I do not want you spending more than 1 hour. So if you spend more than 1 hour, just literally write in the box, I got to a score of blah, blah, blah. Like it took me more than an hour, I'm done. Right? I do not want you spending more. So even if you get to like 30 minutes and you're struggling, text me, send a message, ask a friend, because I don't want you spending a ton of time on your math today. Does that sound good? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and open up breakout rooms. You have a few options for breakout rooms. You can work in independent space. You can work in your breakout rooms. You can stay here and work with me. You can bounce back and forth if you need to. So I will do some of the IXL questions on my screen. Okay, so I'll do some IXL questions on my screen, and that will like make it super easy. So I think everyone has options to their rooms. Christine, Kimbo, and Mia. Nope, just kidding. You have a room. JK, Marita and Amaris. For some reason, it's not assigning you. Do you want to work independently, or do you want to stay here, or do you want to go to a breakout room? Marita, you're going to work alone? Okay, cool. Amaris? Working independently, cool. Definitely sent myself to a breakout room. Hello, everyone. That was great. Amaris, I will assign you to a breakout room. If you want it, it's just an empty room you can go to. Cool. People who are here, do we want to do some IXL together? Awesome. Ale, thank you for letting me know. Ale, would you like your own breakout room? I can send you to like an empty one. Oh, you actually have one. So if you click breakout room, the independent workspace is empty. It would be just you. Do you see along the bottom it says breakout rooms? Then you don't have to listen to my voice. All right. Walter, Eric, Christine, Axel, Brandon, Josh, Maritza. I know Maritza's working alone. You guys want to talk about you want to go over the IXL? Okay, Brandon, do you want your own room or are you going to stay here? Okay, sounds good. Okay, sounds good, Walter. Thanks for letting me know.